So I'm not wearing these sneakers right now because I'm ready to step into the future with the first auto laces sneakers, the Nike Hyperadapt 1.0. And we're sitting here right now with Tiffany Beers, senior innovator at Nike, who worked laboriously on these sneakers. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
So let's go right into it. So explain to me, what about the shoe was the first thing you guys knew we had to get right?
Performance. You know, we couldn't sacrifice comfort or cushioning or transition. You know, all the standard things that everyone expects from Nike, we couldn't sacrifice any of those. And so we had to make this thing fit auto lacing and not feel heavier and not feel distracted.
You could definitely feel there's a motor under it. So it can kind of feel a little bump, but it's not like uncomfortable. It's definitely like it's squishy. Yeah. Like it's real stretchy. When I was walking and it was too loose, it just tightened by itself without me even touching it. Like I think that's the big self-lacing that everybody is looking for.
So there's two buttons on the shoe right here, and they're just in front of the dots. The top one, or the tighten button, just tightens the shoe. The lower button loosens the shoe. And the other things that you don't have to really do much with is there's a sensor in the heel of the shoe. When you step into it, it'll auto lace and it'll go to a comfort setting. So the shoe is sensing the volume of foot that is in there and stopping at just right the comfort tension that we figured out in those NSRL tests. The other thing to note is every time you press a button, the lights will flash and you'll get an animation, and you'll have a different animation on the heel based on if you're tightening or loosening. But then the midfoot will flash, and when that flash happens, that tells you the battery indicator, if it's full, medium, or low. People are on the move all the time, and so I really wanted the charger, so here's the charger pucks right here, to be super small and simple and portable, so that you could just toss them in your bag if you were going on a trip or something, and you'd always have it available. The other cool thing we did with it is how you use it is it just magnetically sticks to the bottom. So you don't have to line it up, you don't have to plug in anything. You know, plugs on the shoe is always challenging because water can get in there, or dirt can get in there. And this way we don't have to worry about water or dirt. They just magnetically stick to the bottom. We started with the Back to the Future shoe, and once we actually built, at some point we were just building motors to build tension and lace engines, and we were just putting them on the shoe wherever we could and feeling what it felt like. At one point when we had a really good prototype, it was apparent that you could adjust this on the fly very, very easily, and that in performance, you know, basketball players tend to tighten their shoes super tight and they just deal with it the entire game. Like, to untie your shoes and retie them is such a hassle that they could press a button and loosen it, and they could actually completely loosen it for a timeout and then walk on the court and automatically lace for them. Like, that vision came from Tinker very, very early on. And we were just like, wow, that's amazing. Like, that's it. Like, it's like we know the name, like Earl. That's what Earl looks like, you know?
And Earl stands for?
Electro-adaptive reactive lacing.
So we just tried out the Nike Hyperadapt 1.0, and I gotta say, it feels like stepping into the future a little bit. But let's see where it goes from here. Digital Trends, I'm Keenan Jr., signing off.